Hello, I'm Jose Ramirez, General Manager of In Solidum Lawyers. Today, we will explore the intriguing legal challenges of the Metaverse. Join us on this fascinating journey. The Metaverse is more than just a technological trend. It's an evolution in how we interact with the digital world. This ever-expanding virtual universe not only redefines how we connect and communicate, but also challenges our traditional understanding of property and legal rights. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are focused on addressing these emerging legal challenges. And today, I will share with you our vision and expert analysis on this exciting topic. Virtual property in the Metaverse includes everything from digital lands and buildings to assets like clothing and accessories for avatars, all with real value in the physical world. This new form of property raises fundamental questions. How are property rights managed in a space that transcends physical and jurisdictional boundaries? What laws apply when a virtual asset is bought, sold, or even inherited? These are some of the questions we will explore today. Additionally, in this video, we will delve into how copyright and intellectual property rights adapt to the Metaverse environment. For example, the creation and use of digital artworks present unique challenges in terms of copyright. How are these creations protected, and what happens when they are replicated or modified in the Metaverse? We will analyze how current laws might apply and what new regulations might be needed. Lastly, digital contracts in the Metaverse are an emerging and crucial field. These contracts govern the purchase and sale of virtual goods, but also raise questions about their execution and legal validity. How do we ensure that these contracts are fair and transparent for all parties involved? What jurisdiction applies in the event of disputes? In this video, we will break down these concepts and offer a clear legal perspective for navigating these uncharted waters. At In Solidum Lawyers, we stay at the forefront of technological law, and with this video, we hope to provide with you a deeper understanding of the legal challenges that the Metaverse presents. Join us on this journey toward a new legal horizon. When we talk about virtual property in the Metaverse, we refer to a range of entirely digital assets. This can include everything from personalized avatars and digital real estate to artworks and unique design elements on virtual platforms. Unlike physical property such as a building or a car, these assets exist solely in a digital environment. This exclusively virtual existence challenges traditional perceptions and legal structures regarding property and associated rights. In the context of current legislation, both in Ecuador and internationally, virtual property raises novel questions. For example, in the Metaverse, the ownership of digital land can be as valuable as physical land in the real world. However, the regulation of these digital assets is not as straightforward. They are not subject to the same zoning laws, taxes, or transfer regulations as physical property. This leads us to ask, how are property rights established and protected in the Metaverse? What legislation applies to regulate transactions and ensure the security of these assets? Another aspect to consider is the protection of these virtual assets. In the physical world, we have security measures like locks, alarm systems, and insurance. In the Metaverse, the protection of virtual property relies on cybersecurity, digital contracts, and trust in the platforms hosting these assets. Protection against theft, unauthorized duplication, or illicit manipulation of these assets requires a robust and up-to-date legal framework that is still in development. Furthermore, virtual property opens the debate on jurisdiction and applicable law. If a citizen of Ecuador buys virtual real estate on a platform hosted in another country, under what legislation are disputes resolved? How are legal conflicts handled in a space that transcends geographical borders? At In Solidum Lawyers, we focus on these issues to provide clarity and legal security in the dynamic world of the metaverse. In the fascinating world of the metaverse, copyright and intellectual property face new and challenging terrain. While existing intellectual property laws provide a framework, their application in the metaverse is not straightforward. The metaverse, being a borderless digital space, complicates the jurisdiction and application of these laws. In theory, a creator in Ecuador should be able to protect their work in the metaverse under Ecuadorian laws. But what happens when that work is accessed or replicated globally? A crucial aspect here is the ease of replication and modification in the metaverse. While copying an artwork in the physical world, for example, requires considerable effort, in the metaverse, a digital work can be duplicated exactly in seconds. This raises serious questions about how copyright rights can be effectively protected and enforced. How can the distribution of works protected by copyright be tracked and controlled in such an expensive and mutable environment? Moreover, the metaverse expands the scope of what can be considered a copyright-protected work. Beyond traditional artworks, it includes elements like custom avatars, digital architecture, and even code sequences. This means that intellectual property laws must adapt to encompass a wide range of digital creations, many of which challenge existing categories. Finally, in the international arena, the protection of intellectual property in the metaverse requires cooperation and harmonization between different jurisdictions. Creators and users in the metaverse must be aware of the various intellectual property laws that could apply to their activities, underscoring the need for specialized legal guidance. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are at the forefront of these developments, helping our clients navigate these complex legal challenges. The idea of owning real estate in the metaverse might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it is a growing reality. In the metaverse, digital real estate such as virtual land plots or buildings are bought and sold, often using cryptocurrencies. This form of virtual property opens up a new field in real estate law and raises interesting legal questions. In terms of right protections, property in the metaverse is primarily governed by terms of service and digital contracts established by the platforms hosting these virtual spaces. These contracts usually define how digital assets can be used and transferred, as well as the responsibilities of the owner and the platform. However, given the novel nature of these assets, current laws in Ecuador and many other countries are still evolving to properly address these new types of properties. One of the main challenges is how these rights are protected in case of disputes or infringements. For example, if someone builds unauthorized on your virtual plot, or if there are disputes over property boundaries, how is it legally resolved? The answers to these questions are still developing and might involve a combination of traditional property laws, copyright, and new regulations specific to the metaverse. Another important aspect is jurisdiction. Since the metaverse transcends physical borders, determining which laws and which jurisdiction apply in case of disputes is complex. This is further complicated by the fact that users and owners in the metaverse can be distributed worldwide. The need for an international legal framework, or at least common principles, becomes increasingly evident. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are actively exploring these issues to offer our clients guidance and legal solutions in this new and exciting area of law. Property in the metaverse is not only a possibility but an emerging reality, and we are here to help navigate its legal complexities. Dispute resolution in the metaverse is largely uncharted territory that presents unique challenges for the legal system. In this virtual space where interactions and transactions occur beyond physical borders, conflicts can arise in various forms, from violations of virtual property rights to contractual disputes. These challenges force us to rethink how we apply traditional legal principles in a digital and globalized realm. One of the main challenges is jurisdiction. In the physical world, jurisdiction is generally determined by the geographical location of the parties or the incident. However, in the metaverse, where users and assets can be dispersed worldwide, determining which legal system applies and how a ruling is executed becomes a complex issue. Additionally, laws and regulations vary significantly from one country to another, leading to conflicts of law and difficulties in enforcing judicial decisions. Another challenge is the nature of evidence in the metaverse. In an environment where everything is digital and can be easily altered or replicated, establishing the authenticity and integrity of the evidence is crucial. This requires new methodologies and digital forensic tools, as well as a deep understanding of the technology underpinning the metaverse. Digital evidence must be handled with the utmost care to ensure that it is admitted and considered valid in a legal process. Furthermore, dispute resolution in the metaverse may require the adoption of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms, such as digital mediation or arbitration. These methods can offer a more flexible approach tailored to the specific needs of the virtual environment. However, establishing effective and fair arbitration and mediation systems in the metaverse involves developing appropriate legal and ethical frameworks that ensure impartiality and respect for the rights of all parties. At In Solidum Lawyers, we are deeply committed to addressing these emerging challenges. We understand that resolving disputes in the metaverse requires not only a solid legal knowledge, but also an innovative and adaptive understanding of new technologies and their impact on society. Our team is constantly working to stay at the forefront of these advancements, providing cutting-edge legal advice to our clients in the metaverse. In the fascinating yet complex universe of the metaverse, the protection of personal data becomes an essential issue. Metaverse users generate a significant amount of data, from personal identification information to details of their virtual interactions and transactions. It is crucial for users to understand how their data is collected, used, and protected in this digital environment. Firstly, it is vital to be aware of the privacy terms of metaverse platforms. These terms define how personal data is handled and often include clauses about the use of information for advertising or analysis. Users should read and understand these terms before committing their data. In Ecuador and in many other countries, personal data protection laws like the GDPR in Europe or the Organic Law of Personal Data Protection in Ecuador provide a legal framework. But its application in the metaverse may present unique challenges due to the cross-border nature and fluidity of this digital space. Another important aspect is consent. For data use, in the metaverse, users should have the ability to control what data they share and how it is used. Transparency in data collection and use is key to user trust. However, the effective implementation of these practices is an environment as dynamic as diverse as the metaverse is complex and requires an innovative and adaptive approach. Moreover, the risk of data breaches in the metaverse is a serious concern. Users should be aware of the security measures that platforms use to protect their data. This includes data encryption, secure storage, and the implementation of robust protocols in case of security breaches. At In Solidum Lawyers, we emphasize the importance of cybersecurity and advise our clients on the best practices to safeguard their personal information in the metaverse. Finally, the responsibility of metaverse operators in terms of data protection should not be underestimated. They must ensure that their practices are in compliance with current data protection laws and provide users with clear and effective tools to manage their privacy. In this new digital scenario, collaboration between metaverse developers, legislators, and legal experts is crucial to create a safe environment respectful of users' personal data. Perfect. As we explore the depths of the metaverse, we've discovered that it's not just a space for technological and social innovation, but also a fertile ground for unprecedented and exciting legal challenges. At In Solidum Lawyers, we pride ourselves on being at the forefront in understanding and navigating these new legal territories. We are dedicated to offering specialized advice and legal solutions adapted to this dynamic digital environment. The Metaverse, with its constant evolution and expansion, raises questions that challenge existing legal frameworks, from virtual property and copyright to dispute resolution and personal data protection. Every aspect of the Metaverse requires a meticulous and progressive legal approach. At In Solidum Lawyers, we combine our traditional legal expertise with a deep understanding of emerging technologies to provide our clients with the most comprehensive and up-to-date advice. We understand that for many, the Metaverse may seem a distant or abstract concept, but its impact on the real world is tangible and growing. Therefore, we are here to help you understand and navigate these complex issues, whether you are investing in digital real estate, creating content in the Metaverse, or simply exploring its possibilities. In conclusion, the Metaverse is more than an entertainment space. It is a new and exciting legal frontier. At In Solidum Lawyers, we commit to staying up to date with the latest developments and providing our clients with the most advanced legal guidance in this field. If you have questions, concerns, or need advice, do not hesitate to contact us. Your participation is valuable to us, so remember to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. We are here to accompany you on this exciting journey towards the future of digital law. See you next time.